Hello and welcome back to the channel, everyone. I hope that you all are well and you're having a nice time. So I'm back with another video, and in this one I'll run you through the team selection for FPL Game Week 5. That is obviously the game week that is coming, that we're heading into after the international break. And I'll talk about my transfer plans. I'll talk about what are the players that I'm looking at and how I am trying to get myself out of the mess we got in during the first week, where we went on to with some of the big names and they are still blanking. So we're going to talk about all that in this video, and I'll tell you how DRAFTHOUND has been helpful for me since game week 2, where obviously I've been in the mess and I'm trying to pull myself out of it. So as you can see on your screen is the amazing platform of DRAFTHOUND, where you can get player analysis, fixture analysis, player rankings, player comparisons, predicted lineups, and a full planner that has AI in it, which really suggests you some of the moves that you can do to improve your lineup. It actually suggested me Udogi in the previous one, so I went with him and he did return me an assist and told me to hold on to Martinelli, so I did that. I think this is a platform worth trying, and you can click on the link below. Be redirected towards their platform where you can get these free features and even the premium features that you can see on your screen. So you've just got to sign up and choose whatever features you want to take benefit from. So now I'll start with the points review first. We'll go to the FPL website and then we're going to talk about the team selection and what are the picks that I'm looking at. So yeah, let's move on to the points review first. Now we're on the points review part, and I am not doing graphics this season, and that is because that I'm pretty caught up in a lot of things. I've got my university, completing my masters, and obviously with the job it's too hard. But yeah, obviously the DRAFTHOUND and the official FPL website has been a big help this season. Now looking at the points, I'll show you where I'm currently standing at 78 points in total for game week 4 for me. Pickford, awful as usual. Chilwell has been very disappointing. I mean, he used to get in some really good positions, but no attacking returns so far. As Topinan, very disappointing with the clean sheet he lost at the end of the towards the end of the 90 minutes. And then Udogi got me 5 points, which was very helpful. Martinelli with 5, Saka with only 4, Mitoma with 5, Bowen got 7, Rashford got 7. Bowen a big differential that I went with, and he did score a goal. And obviously Jackson that I brought in to attack that Nottingham Forest game, but at the end of the day you saw what happened with Jackson. A pretty messed up with Chelsea's lineup, to be very honest, and the players that I have in my side, they've been pretty awful. Then obviously Haaland with the armband got me 40, Turner on the bench with 5, Archer on the bench with 12, and this is what the pathetic bench is looking like. I mean, players that you do not expect to score did some wonders, and the players you were expecting to go big did nothing. So this was a mixed game week for me. The rank is obviously getting slightly better from the awful one that I had in the game week 2. So we're gonna pull ourselves out of it. I have moves that I would be willing to do. And like Newcastle, I am currently going down in FPL, but yeah, we're gonna climb out of it, and I know how to. Obviously with my own team, and I know a lot of us are struggling, but I'd say do not give hope. Keep your plan straight. Just act on the plan and do not go here and there. Like I went with Jackson because I wanted to attack the game week. Now Watkins didn't do anything either, so wasn't much of a help. He would have gotten 2 points, so it would be 17 somewhere around like. Currently on 74, it would be somewhere around I think 79 for me if I had Jackson. So not much of a help there, but yeah, it is what it is. So now we're gonna climb back and I'll tell you what are the transfer plans that I have in my mind and how we're gonna use the wild card that we have. I haven't pulled it yet. I'm gonna hold my horses till game week 8, where I'm gonna properly analyze the situation and know that who are the players that I want in for the longer run. Because currently in this 11, I'm not pretty sure about anyone other than Bowen that I want in for the longer run. Even Rashford, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously Haaland is the one constant. He stays in. Nobody would ever think of taking out Haaland, even if he's blanking in 3 back-to-back game weeks. And the reason for that, he is owned by more than his own. Look at his ownership. Wait, let me show you. Look at his ownership. You wouldn't want to get rid of a player with that ownership ever during the whole season. So Haaland is going to stay in. Bowen is going to stay in. The rest of the players are going to be kicked out from my side. Hopefully, I would still keep Archer too. He's a starter, pretty cheap. A lot of managers would jump onto him, but I'd be happy. I am happy with keeping an Archer, who is a very cheap forward and has provided attacking returns, and hoping that he continues to do so. Now let's move on to the team selection and I'll show you what my plans are. So with 5 days left until the next deadline, this is currently what my side is looking like. I've got Turner in goal, hoping he does well against Burnley. I would hold my horses with Turner, got a bench Pickford. Udogie plays, stays into the defense, and obviously Chilwell, Estupinan. Estupinan stays in. Sadly, he's a third defender I have. Bayer is currently injured, but he's got Nottingham Forest. So if he's back, I'll try to punt on him. But as of now, I'm going to keep Estupinan for the attacking returns, hoping Brighton does, does really well against them. Then obviously Saka, Martinelli, Mitoma, Bowen and Rashford to, complete my midfield, and up front Haaland and Jackson. Jackson has dropped 0.1. But I'd hold on to him till at least the Fulham game, and if he keeps blanking, then he's going to be, he's going to be kicked out of the side. Now, as of now, if I want to punt on someone else, I might take out Estupinan and go for Colville, but I wouldn't. I'm not pretty satisfied with Chelsea's defense. Obviously, Bournemouth is playing really well. Solanke is not coming slow, and obviously he is he's going to be one of those differentials in that game who might fire and return me. Chilwell and Colville would obviously return me 2 points if that happens. But as of now, I'm happy with Estupinan into the side, where if he's fit, I might punt on him. But as of now, Estupinan stays in. Then obviously, I've told about the midfield and the forward. Now, what are the transfer plans for the week? We've seen Son go big. He played that striker role and he was very, very good in that game. Now, initial idea would be to get rid of Martinelli from the side. I mean, his time is here. He has to go. He has not been the most satisfactory player so far in my side. So it's just time to leave. I might get rid of Rashford too if I want to punt on Son and still hold on to Martinelli. But I wouldn't do that. I'd take out the player who's not playing well. And then obviously what we're going to do is bring Son straight away into the side. And once that happens, Son is going to come in and he's going to take his place into the midfield. And the expected points are going to go get a little more with 69.4 points. Now, another thing I could do is, keep Martinelli still into the side. I'd keep Martinelli. Let me just quickly search Martinelli here. Because his expected points are still a lot more than Rashford. Get rid of Rashford, who's got Brighton first. Not the easiest of fixtures, but we've seen Brighton concede when they do. And bring in Son. So the expected points would slightly go up, but my plan would stay the same. I wouldn't want to get rid of Rashford as of now. I think he still has goals in his game. He will look brilliant on the wing, and yeah, he stays in. Martinelli goes out and Son comes in. So this is what my transfer move would be for the week. The 3-5-2 stays in. Obviously, the vice captaincy would be now on this man who is a key man for obviously Spurs. Haaland, Jackson up front, Saka, Son that came in, obviously Mitoma, Bowen and Rashford, Udogie, Chilwell and Estupinan. Overall, this is what my team would look like. I would hold the horses till game week 8 for the wild card, and once the wild card is ready to be triggered, I'm going to get rid of Chilwell, Estupinan probably. Saka would stay in. Mitoma would absolutely go out. I'm fed up of this guy. Bowen is going to stay in. I mean, he's got 2 tough fixtures coming up, but I'd still hold on to him because last season I've already shed light on it. Last season we were keen on taking him out, and as soon as we took him out, he was even performing in the games that were very tough. So Bowen is kind of a player that I'd say could turn out to be fixture proof. Rashford stays in, and one of those fixture-proof players, not performing really well, but I think his position is on the wings and he would perform there well. And obviously Haaland, another fixture-proof, and Jackson stays in. Hopefully it would provide some attacking returns versus Bournemouth. So this is what my team is looking like for game week 5. Initially, this is what I currently have in mind. If there are any more punts I want to go for, I still have the bank 2.1 million in the 2.1 million that I have in the budget. So I could punt on someone else, but I wouldn't recommend taking a -4. Hopefully, if there are no injuries, Son is the player that is going to come into my side. So yeah, let me know what are your transfer plans, what are the moves that you're looking at, and what are the players that you have in mind. And specifically, let me know when are you going to pull the trigger on the wild card. So this is it from my side. Thank you all for watching, and please do take care.